Why do we need to be careful for the type of seed we plant? We need to be careful the type of seed we plant. When I mean seed, the way we treat people, the way we also treat ourselves, the way we speak to people, how we view people, how we react to people, how we react to issue, how we absorb issue, our expectation, all these things, they are seeds of life. They are process of life. And they also give us in return. That is why I call it seed. Our characters we perform in public or private. They are like seed. They yield fruit. We get it in return. So I've noticed with my little time I've spent on this earth to have understanding by the special grace of God, I've noticed that our character is a seed. Yeah. Because there are some character I've possessed in past that I'm not proud of. Like if I look back today, I will say, oh my God, if I know, I could have not done it this way. But because I didn't have the understanding, I thought what I was doing then is right. But now I know better, and now sees that what I did then is wrong based on my reaction. But that time I was thinking my reaction was good. So what is important is you assessing yourself or like examining yourself. It's like a car we take to service because we want our car to be in a good health. So we take our car to service for them to service the car so that the car will be in a good condition, so that the car will last for us. This is what we're supposed to be doing with our life. But sometimes we focus our effort, our energy in the things that is not going to yield a good seed in our life. We disvalue, we neglect, we ignore the things that is meaningful in our life that we will enjoy in old age. Sometimes it's just based on ignorance. Some of us don't know what we are doing. Some of us, we do know what we are doing. And we know the reason why we are doing it. Sometimes out of carelessness, out of selfishness, Sometimes some of us, we do know what we are doing. How can we do better after we know this? How can we do better? It is by examining ourselves. Just the way I've said it before. We take our car to try to service our car. How many times do we service our mind? Sometimes we service our body. When I mean service our body, we try to go to gym, we try to eat well so that we will be fit. We buy good clothes, new shoe, make your hair, just take off your physical look. What about your mental look? What about your mental being? Mental health is real. Our mental brain, our mental mind is an engine that carry a car. No matter how car is beautiful, if the engine is about to knock, once that engine is knocked, the car is useless. That is how we are when it comes to our mind, our mental health. How many of us know the value of our mental health? How many of us invest in our mental health? How often we treat our mental health or service our mental health by the things we see, the things we view, the things we listen to? All these things start from our mind. The way we treat people start from our mind. The way we absorb people start from our mind. The way we accept people start from our mind. So everything starts from our mindsets. So I'm just here to remind one or two persons for us to see ourselves in the mirror and truly ask ourselves, whatever thing you think you are doing, or whatever dream you think you are pursuing, whatever plans you have on the ground, the question is, what is your purpose? Why are you doing it? Are you doing it for your mental health? Are you happy with what you're doing? Did you get a sleep so easily? Like when it's time to sleep, can you easily fall asleep like a baby without your mental health is not over crash? Because when you see the things we crash our mind with is things that is not necessary. Most of the things we don't even need them. But out of ignorance, out of envy, out of greed, out of impatience, we start absorbing things in the roadside. Let me make an example. As a driver, you are driving. When you start looking behind, it's good to look. That helps us to focus well on our highway. But when you overlook, you can be distracted from your lane to another lane. When you distract, and what will happen? Sometimes you may have luck. You adjust your steering. Sometimes people have accidents because they were too much overlooking things they don't need. This is what we do in our journey of life. We pick things on the roadside to our mindsets. And that, at the end of the day, you're trying to get a sleep in the night or during the day to take a nap, your brain is crashing. You can't be able to absorb what your brain is giving to you. And at the end of the day, you cannot get your sleep. You can't get your peace. And you'll be asking yourself, does it really worth it? Try to have an attitude of taking your life one day at a time. Most of the things we kill ourselves for, don't even worth it. It's good to dream big. It's good to have inspiration. It's good to have a mindset of pursuing your goals, but not at the expense of your mental health. Because at the end of the day, we all pray to live long. We all pray to see our 40, 50. If you're already at your 30, you pray, you look forward to see your 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Everybody's looking forward to it. But how many of us take time? Like, if you're going for a journey, what do? You prepare for the journey. So we are looking forward to ways to state in 100 years. What is your plan to make sure that you don't crash your brain with unnecessary stress? Because there are natural stress that life gives us that we cannot shy away from. Natural stress that life just gives. The society gives. The environment gives. Even in the house of God, those of us that is Christian, there are unnecessary life challenge that we have to face. So why using your hand to create other ones? Why? Please learn how to be content. Learn how to be appreciative. Learn how to examine yourself. Learn how to invest in your health and in your mental health. That's the most area we neglect. Mental health. Mental health is real. These days I talk about mental health a lot. Mental health is real. Do not deceive yourself before it's too late. Thank you all so much. Please don't hesitate to follow my TikTok, and also you can follow me on my page, Queenie Yobo TV, and also Mrs. Kolawole TV. Thank you all so much, and God bless. Have a wonderful day.